My name is Ashley Brianna Gripper, and I'm the daughter of Dawn Kipkin and Paul Gripper, and the founder of Land Based Jawns. The vision for Land Based Jawns came from reading Parable of the Sower, the pandemic, losing my father unexpectedly due to medical racism, as well as the protests after the murder of George Floyd. I did not feel safe. A friend called me to spend time on the farm planting sweet potatoes as a way to nourish my grief. The people around me were seeing the work that I was doing, asked me if I could share what I was learning in therapy and shadow work. The vision came from a very particular time in my life and also the world. I believe that the vision was a gift from my ancestors, Octavia Butler, and from the earth. Land Based Jawns is for the Black women, the Black femmes, non-binary, and trans folks in Philly who never really spent time outside growing up. It's for the people who now recognize that the outdoors is an important part of our spirituality, how we heal ourselves and each other, and it's how we get free. Our main programmatic activity is the Earthseed Skillshare. We hone in on safety and self-defense, gardening and growing, building and rebuilding, and land-based living. Each topical area is paired with a somatic therapy session. Having these skills alone is not enough. We also have to do deep self and community healing work.
The Skillshare experience was life-changing. As I get older, I see how vulnerable I am. The self-defense class helped me to know that I can be safe.
I have been scared to live because I keep feeling like I'm not enough. And so I think this has helped me to see that, like, T, you can do this. Look at all of the resources and the people that will help you.
I realized how little I knew how to do anything that was truly essential, because so much of what we learn is how to manage systems. And so when those systems collapse, then if you don't have the skills to be self-sufficient, you're not going to survive. I also wanted to be in an environment with other Black women and femmes who also recognize that gap and a recognition of these skills being something that our ancestors had. I can make a shelter. I know how to forage because that's a skill that I've gained.
One of my purposes here is to be a vessel to share information, to get people ready. And this Skillshare definitely made me see that in a major way.
Gardening is just like my jam. Just to be in that space with the elders, learning what they were growing was where I feel most like myself. To see a space just that big and so many people out there, I was just like, oh my God, how do I get involved here?
Throughout our workshops, we pair the hands-on tactile sessions with sessions that are focused on healing, because we recognize that the skills alone are not enough for us to be free. They're not enough for us to be safe. They're not enough for us to be in right relationship with each other in the land.
It's important to know how to work together and have common ground. As I see the world changing, perhaps not so much in a positive direction, now is a very important time to gather the skills to survive and to grow.
I learned that I do need community. I was so disconnected, depressed, and I hated everything about my life. But then I was surrounded by people who didn't let it take over them. This program changed me a lot. It made me a better woman, friend, daughter, a better chef.
I feel more connected to people than I have ever before in my life. We hold the tools, we hold the skills, but internalized oppression has robbed us so much of being able to see some of that greatness.
This Skillshare is not just about the skills. It's about learning how to relate to people in a much more expansive way. It's not to inspire fear, it's to inspire you to empower yourself to be ready.
One thing I feel like that's missing from my generation to now is the village. This has reinforced the village, not only for me, but for my son. The way he has been embraced, the way my feelings, my tears, my emotions have just been held and cared for. Like, I've never felt scared to be vulnerable.
It's a program that should be far-reaching and funded.
The one goal that we haven't been able to accomplish yet is securing land. The goal is for us to have a safe space for workshops, community dinners, an agricultural training and retreat center. We don't heal, we don't get free, we don't thrive alone. We do all of that with each other.
I want to prepare myself to be the type of ancestor that my people need. I don't know when they'll call on me, but I don't want to say that I knew what it is that I should do during my lifetime and did nothing.
The future of Land Based Jawns is about moving from a scarcity mindset to abundance. We thrive, we heal, we get free together.